So Bray, by the time this interview is aired, you'll be standing up on a stage in front of 1,000 people at the club's new welcome event, sharing the news that you're about to share now. Can you tell us about what the future please holds for Mr. John Brayford?
Well, it's been an interesting summer, obviously, for Burton Albion in general, and I've had some discussions with the new owners and which path we want to take and where the footballers club is heading, and they've been incredible to me, really, and what they've spoke to me about and different things in different avenues. And we've had those discussions all summer, really, and we've finally settled in terms of my position from moving in from the playing staff into the coaching staff, which is something I'm incredibly excited about, and to be given this opportunity at, say, a young age, and in terms of normal life, it is a young age, really, but the body's probably took a bit of a battering after these 20 years of playing God knows how many games, and obviously everybody's aware of the news and things now, what's been discussed, and I can't wait to get my teeth into something new, really. And I think people know how fond I am of this football club, and it's exciting times for everybody, for what's happening here right now.
What's the recipe? 719 appearances, I've got it down as here. What's the recipe? How have you managed to do that?
Hard work, dedication, desire. I always say you don't have to be the most talented person in the room. If you've got those things in abundance, then you'll go a long way in life, not just football, but if you can apply them to any aspect of work or life and things, you won't go far wrong, really. And like I say, I've spoke to the new owners and how brilliant they've been with me, really, and everything they've got planned for the football club. If I can bring those aspects of what I've done throughout my football career into this new role now with the gaffer and the other staff that have come on board, then hopefully I'll be benefit to them and the football club in this journey going forward.
Yeah, obviously the things you've just spoken about, is that one of the key things that you think you can help the younger players with, and even the more senior players on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, and age is very strange things in football, because people are old when they're only young, and they're young when they're really young, really, sort of thing. So hopefully I've got a little bit of wisdom that I've collected over those 20 years to pass on, or if there's any advice, then I'd always try to see myself as a person when I was playing, even to being a coaching member staff now, to always be open to have those conversations with people, because it's not an easy industry, and people forget that sometimes, and people do need a shoulder sometimes to come in, or an ear to come and speak to somebody about it when it's a difficult environment to play in. But I'm, like I said, the conversation with the owners and things, and what I can bring to the group, or what they've said I can bring to the group, hopefully that will play out in the years to come, really, because what they've discussed with myself and me discussing with them, we don't just see this is not a short-term thing. This is where we can progress Burton Albion too, and it might be baby steps at the start, and we might get carried away, but with what's happening with the football club, but there's still the foundations that need to be built, and they wanted me from day one from that to happen, and I was more than willing to come on board with them with all the discussions that we've had.
You've obviously spoken very highly about the new ownership and what they've had to say. How important was the new head coach, Mark Robinson, as well, when you first met him?
Yeah, and this, obviously, the new ownership was going on throughout the summer, sort of thing, and I've had conversations with the gaffer since he'd been appointed, really, and what his plans are, and we were quite aligned in a lot of things, really, and he spoke highly of me to my face, which is always nice, as after that man-to-man conversation, and you only have to look at his coaching career and what he's done and produced players at Wimbledon, Chelsea under 23s, and the players he's brought through, as how he's developed players to progress further on into their career, really. So for me, myself, to be working alongside somebody like that with that wealth of knowledge in terms of the coaching environment, then it's only beneficial to me in the football club, and he's told me where areas he might need to come involved in through the experience of playing these games, to being around the football club, to being around the fans, and I think it's one of them where we can bounce off each other, really. And he is more than open. He's probably one of the most open coaches I've come across in my career, even just after the short period of time where he's open to ideas, or for me doing things on the training pitch, and that can only be beneficial to the football club. We speak about me and him, but the main idea with the new ownership is the football club is one, really, and where we can take that is us together really, and it's always the us mentality, not just individuals in anyone.
Yeah, we seem to have spoken quite a lot in the past season about kind of your career highlights, seeing as you've hit so many milestones over the past year. So we're not going to go too much into that, but how important do you think it's been for kind of the Brewers to stay up in the last year, and how did you find it in your final year?
Yeah, to achieve League One status was something even we can reflect on now. It might have been not the perfect season, but we go into next season as a League One football club, and that is the reality. I'd rather be in our position than the 4 teams that get relegated, regardless of things that went on at the football club. There's different changes that happened over the season. We still managed to stay, which was vitally important, and especially the new ownership that's come on board to start as a League One football club and get the ball rolling from that side of things. It's where we need to be at really, and this season might not be the easiest at the same time, because we've got a lot of new players coming in, we've got a lot of young players coming in that need to gel together, and we all need to get used to working with each other really. And like I said previously, so hopefully I can add in terms of experience in this football league, because there's some lads that not played in this football league, but it's just getting to know how each other work really, and what we can implement to improve them as players and people at the same time. Because one of the big things that the new ownership is that people that are coming to this football club are the right characters, and that is only right for the people that pay their money to come and watch this football. We love the hard working people, only to repay that by the right people being on the football pitch and the right people being in the building to help this football club progress.
You had your first day on the training field yesterday, getting to see all the new faces, meeting the new young lads. How did you find it? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's great, and Gaff has been great and fun diving with anything at the moment, and maybe it's a bedding period for me. It's something, new challenge, something I'm extremely excited about in terms of working with him and where we can take it. And it was nice after 20 years for a change to see somebody else do all the running and the hard work, because body has probably taken a little bit of a battering over the years, and it's nice to have that break, but not too much of a break, where you can just help out when you can.
Yeah, and ultimately you've got your head around it now. You're excited about the future, you're looking forward to it, and it's exciting times for the Brewers fans and future of the club.
Massively. And you see things online and stuff, don't go wrong, but people are excited and stuff, but it's still work in progress. And I think the new ownership said we aren't expecting things straight away, and it's about that bedding in period, because we've got a whole new squad really that have joined the football club really, needs them getting to know the area, young lads moving away from home that people don't see, new manager coming in with ideas, fresh ideas to all these players to improve and take them further in their career and things. So it's amazing, exciting times, don't get me wrong, but we've still got to keep our feet grounded, and where that takes us is who knows, but that's the exciting part of it, and to be a part of that is something I'm really privileged to do really.
Yeah, and then finally, John, I think over 700 games you've played in front of a lot of people, you've had a lot of support. What's your message to all those people, starting from your family, your friends, to people who watch you in the stands and terraces every week? What's your message to those guys?
Too many people to thank in that sense. Genuinely too many people to thank for starting at 11s, under 11s, under 6s, whatever it is, to 36 years of age, 37 this year. But my mum and dad have been a staple from taking me from the Dog and Duck Park up to Wembley Stadium, do you know what I mean? So there is a crazy amount of people to thank over that period of time, because you can't do it by yourself. And I always say that to people. You might be tough, or you might be a warrior, which people have classed me as I'm not sure I agree, but you still need people to rely on. So to thank all those people individually, I will get round to it, but to do it now I need some time to reflect, because there's been so many important people that I need to thank personally first.
Okay, some career.
Feel like.
Thank you.